What up, world? You already know what time it is. It's your boy Matt Miz, the host with the most. Don't need to brag, no both. All I do is give a toast to the real folks who done paved the way in a real way for us players to play. Now, let's talk about it. It seems to me that Dr. Dre was drugged, family came to that consensus when pretty much they went to they looked over the medical condition, and one of the family members said they suspect foul play. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. If they suspect foul play, that's one or two things: he was drugged, or they gave him rat poison. The rat poison normally kills you. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Emmerich TV. And Mina had spoke about it, you know. She said her husband had died from an aneurysm. He was healthy and everything, you know. It's hereditary, so we gotta look in Dr. J's family to see the history of that. If not, the family member is saying it's true. It could be true, you know? So that's crazy, you know, to think that we live in a world where motherfuckers just want to kill you, take your shit, take your wealth. Because his wife was with him since the beginning. I can understand that, you know. Yeah, their ups and downs. They went through a divorce. She said she wants $2 million a month. Come on, bro. $2 million is a little bit too much. Well, I guess homeboy got money, so she's going for the most of it. So shit like that does happen. You know? You get caught up and then you don't know what to do. But let me go ahead and show this Mina clip. Mina and Emmerich, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mina and Emmerich. They putting it down to be giving us some information about this whole election shit. This movie that's being scripted right from me. I'm gonna play this thing for y'all. Mina's gonna break it down.
System. The forefathers announced that.
Yeah, have a good Sunday, okay?
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Hey,
Prophylactic tactics, you right on point.
Take your aim where you calling from. Keep it clean.
All right, my name is Coco, and I'm calling from South Carolina.
Talk to Coco and the whole South Carolina.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, hey, Amina, peace and blessings to you. I really like the work that you do. I think, Emmerich, you're dope too, and just continue, being you. My question is, how do you guys think 2021 will be now that we have Kamala and Joe Biden? Like, what should we expect?
People just like me. Yo, you commit sin, they come back to see you. It is what it is, Emmerich. I feel sorry for the kid here in the hospital, but yo, listen, it is what it is. I wanted to ask both of you an important question. Every president has been ran by a government that's underneath the table. I wonder who Trump is working for. If y'all can help me answer that question, because I really would like to know who he's working for. I know he's a rogue soldier. He went rogue, but I want to know who he's really working for.
Listen,
If y'all got any ideas on that,
to do with Dr.
happy
Dre,
New Year's. Peace to the whole chat room. Have a great day.
Listen.
And talk to you soon.
Okay.
Peace, my brother. Peace.
Peace.
Want me to answer that?
Yeah, you can definitely.
Okay. Donald Trump is a rogue soldier. He doesn't really work for anybody. See, that's the mindset that when you find out about the shadow government, you are absolutely correct about the shadow government. No, it's no Jesuits. Donald Trump is working. He was recruited by the military, the real military. If you know about the history of the military, the deep state, the shadow government, Donald Trump fired all of them. He doesn't have Secret Service with him. The military protects him. The military recruited him. Okay, they went to him first and foremost because he could finance his own political campaign, which he did. His campaign running for president back in 2016. They took him. They had him in seclusion and debriefed him for 2 weeks about everything. Once he's seen the harvest and seen everything, he agreed to work with the military for $1. See, here's the thing about what you don't know about the president. He don't get paid salary, a check as president of the United States, because if he was to take a paycheck, then that would tie him back into the system, the corporation of the United States of America. And then they could tie him to that. He doesn't take any money for it. Somebody gives him $1 out of his pocket. That's his pay. So he was recruited by the military. That's who he's working with. He's working with the military. Majestic. Excuse me?
Okay. I said it's kind of like he's doing kind of like a pro bono, but for our country. That's what you're kind of saying. He ain't taking no bread. Yeah. Right. The funny thing about Donald Trump, I wanted to say that I really respected is that it's way better to have someone in politics who don't care about politics and who can apply a business structure to it for the people instead of for the government. And if I understand correctly, yeah, like I said, he's a rogue soldier. So it's like he just went rogue on everything that was from history before and kind of like recreating his own history. Am I correct about that?
Right. He JFK, somebody in the chat hit it right on the nose. JFK's branch of the military protects Trump. That's where the Cube thing comes in.
You want to know why running on the treadmill 7 days a week doesn't?
1840, 1860. This is way before, because that family and bloodline has been targeted. There was an older brother, Joseph, that was killed off because of the bloodline. That's a whole other, that's part of it. We'll build on that later. But Trump's involvement, because his uncle was partners with Tesla. Okay, Trump's related to the Kennedys as well, but they went to Trump because they did the research. They had to find somebody that was not tied into the elite related, which he's not. They had to go find somebody who was not military or political. Donald Trump is a businessman, and that was the recruiting him along with the military was the best thing to happen for this country, because he handling the business at hand, the numbers. When it comes to the math, the money, getting the gold back, all of that is about getting resetting this country economically, as well as emotionally, as well as physically. He's a part in all of that. So you got a lot of people who speak on.
And I don't want to keep you too long. This is very important that I ask you. So how in the world that Donald Trump wasn't able to stop, or anybody wasn't able to stop these imposters, the Antifa, these other?
He just disappeared. I don't hear him.
Being able to do those things, or do you think that he wanted those things to happen?
You're watching a movie. This movie has already happened, as I explained 1,000 times. This has already happened. You have to watch out. This movie is called The Great Awakening because it's for to get the kite out to the people. This man could have took his military and done everything, these covert ops, and wound up these pedophiles and wound up all these people, and don't have the people be knowledgeable about anything. This movie is being played out for you to see the crimes, the treason, for you to see with your own eyes, and not from mainstream media, because they've been the ones lying. This has been put out here. If the other day what happened on the 6th regarding just Mike Pence, it was put out there for you to see Mike Pence being a traitor. It was made for you to see that. Yeah. The thing with the corruption, with the voter fraud, it was made for you to see that this really happened, that these machines actually switch votes, and then tying it everybody who had involvement in it, down to the Italian stove. Everything is made for the people to wake up, but people are still programmed because it's easier not to see. But at this point, it ain't our job now. After everything that has been made, not made public and knowledge born, see, people will say because it ain't public, because they don't see it on TV, it ain't true, it ain't happening. Huh? Everything has been declassified. There's more that's going to be declassified. That's the way he will win everything. It will not be in Joe Biden inauguration on the 20th. You look for it if you want to. Not saying you, I'm talking to everybody else.
Yeah, no, because you know I've been on point. Thank you, sis. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate the commentary. I want to just say condolences to your late husband. Everybody's with you in this chat room, and they're all here to support you. And I want to wish blessings to you and your family for this year and many more years to come. The same will go to you and Red Doggy Down with the same thing. This is a family situation. Love you guys. Peace and have a good Sunday, okay?
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Peace. We got another caller.
Call for that this time. I think she's right on point.
State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean.
All right, my name is Coco, and I'm calling from South Carolina.
Shouts to Coco and the whole South Carolina.
Introduce to us sicknesses through the food and what we drink and eat. So, you know, I always go have.
If you want people to listen to your music and you're not doing this,
they have any kind of headaches that are not, you know, that you're not accustomed to, then go and get a referral to have CAT scan and PET scan and things of that nature to check your brain, because your brain is the sole control of everything.
There you go. Arenas talks about it right here.
Put him in a black and white picture of him in a recording studio, telling fans not to worry much about him.
Let me show y'all this real quick.
You know what? I didn't even put that in stream. My bad.
All right, take it time.
When I heard they sold his catalog, Jimmy Iovine sold the whole Universal catalog, and then he got to go over here and pay restitution of $2 million. There's a lot of shit. That goes into this one. We gotta be mindful. One game, you know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all this real quick though. Respect for all the few listeners that rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Once the channel grows, y'all gonna be the ones that, you know what I'm saying? I'll be able to call up with the Patreon, and we're gonna chop it up for real. You know what I'm saying about this here state of emergency that we in, you know. It's a lot of game to be unpacked, but we're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm asking is for all my viewers, you know, tell a friend, man. Come watch the show, man. If you like it, give me a like, give me a subscribe. If you don't, you keep it pushing. That's all. That's all I'm saying, man. I ain't gonna let up, you know. I don't like me. I take it. You know what I'm about? I'll slow down, let go down. You know what I'm about? I roll up. You know what I'm talking about? So let's go.
So you know what? I'm gonna bring up a few more news from the Dr. Dre situation real quick, and then we go into the Lil Wayne. Let me put that into the stream. I mean, they call that black.
Okay.
This one, right? Hold on, no. Thank you. Read from the second paragraph, I believe. Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Dre was rushed to Cedar Sinai Medical Center and taken directly to ICU after suffering a brain aneurysm on Monday, January 4th. The former member of Gangsta Rap Group NWA was said to be stable and lucid at the time, as doctors were going to perform a number of tests to determine what caused the brain aneurysm. Hours later, he took to his Instagram page to inform fans that he's doing okay. Thanks to my family, friends, and fans for their interest and well wishes. He wrote along with a black and white picture of him in a recording studio telling fans not to worry much about him. I'm doing great and getting excellent care from my medical team. I'll be out of the hospital and back home soon. Shout out to all the great medical professionals that see this. One love. Now, with a brain aneurysm, if you have a brain aneurysm, they can go in physically and try to remove it. But once it bursts, then that's when it's end game. See, my husband had a brain aneurysm that came out of nowhere and it burst. And when it burst, the blood covered the whole brain. There wasn't no black matter, no white matter, no gray matter. They couldn't go in to alleviate the blood or remove it because his blood pressure was very, very low. So moving would put him in a mortal situation. So eventually his heart stopped. He let his heart go. He went home. So, if they say he took to his Instagram after that, then it must be a brain aneurysm that's just there that hasn't burst yet. But if it grows, that creates swelling of the brain and the skull and things of that nature. So, but prayers to him and his family.
Yeah, prayers to him and his family. Oh, my bad. I got a lot going on. I'm trying to, we trying to engineer the show from a different aspect with different equipment and all that. I see people texting. We're gonna take a few calls too on this Dr. Dre situation. So while we taking calls, I'm gonna get the Kodak Black and Lil Wayne news article up that the Earth sent me earlier on them allegedly being pardoned. You know what I mean? That's still in the works. So
right. So multiple times a week, goes to the doctor, stays on top of everything. Now, I can build personally about brain aneurysms because my husband had one.
If I gotta bring her up, let me know. Did the mic sound good? Okay. Cool. Appreciate it. All right, cool. So I'm gonna bring up the reports.
Thinking that it could be the result of foul play.
So it says right here, some people close to the hip hop mogul are asking for investigation into the record producer's recent brain aneurysm. I landed him in the hospital thinking that it could be the result of foul play. You see that? I'm telling you, that ain't some shit. It also goes to say there's something suspicious about Dr. Dre's death. You know what I'm saying? It goes to say there's something suspicious about Dr. J's recent health scare. According to a new report, family and friends of the hip hop mogul allegedly suspect that his brain aneurysm could be a result of foul play. One family member tells the site that people were jealous of Dre and she wants an investigation into the brain. The family member claims something is definitely off about this incident because Dre is very healthy. He works out multiple times a week, goes to the doctor, and stays on top of everything. Can y'all believe that? Oh, it's real shit. He stays on top of everything, right? And he got caught up in a $2 million settlement a month. And you gotta pay his money. Wow. The day after he signs the agreement. Knowing he has a brain aneurysm, knowing he's fucked up and probably all fucked up in the head. And that's when he signed that shit. They're probably like, you see, this is what we can do, Dre. Don't fall victim to like Michael. probably just getting a little scary, you know. So yo, sign this and you're gonna live. You're gonna live a little longer, man. But make sure that your people straight and all that. But if you don't, you'll end up fucked up. So that's how I feel about it. For real, that shit is crazy. What we gonna do, right? Again, here, you know, we got a few people commenting on it. We're gonna go ahead with Mary Jane TV Creation. Shout out to Mary Jane TV Creation. I ain't gonna fuck around and say my shit, their shit. If it look like somebody got some knowledge, you know how that coincides with mine, I want to listen a little bit more of what they got to say because I'm usually right about this thing.
Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Peep Squad. So let's get into this situation. Let's talk about Dr. Dre. There's a whole lot going on with Dr. Dre and his situation with his divorce. But let's get to it. Dr. Dre has currently been admitted into the hospital because he suffered from a brain aneurysm on Monday. He is currently in the hospital as we speak, as we talk, as we converse. Lord have mercy. And also, Dr. Dre's family believed that Nicole Young was involved with Dr. Dre being admitted to the hospital. They believe that Dr. Dre was poisoned, and they believe it was Nicole Young, and they believe that Nicole Young has infiltrated Dr. Dre's immediate circle, and she has the ops working with Dr. Dre, and Dr. Dre doesn't know it. And they believe that anybody that was in the presence of Dr. Dre physically need to be investigated, and they also want an investigation done into Nicole Young because they believe she poisoned Dr. Dre. Like, Lord have mercy, what's going on with this situation? The family's out here, you know, saying a whole lot. What do you guys think about this situation? And also, there are some people saying that they believe that Nicole Young has used magic, she has used voodoo, she has used voodoo, she has used a ritual to make sure she bleed Dr. Dre dry. She leaves him with not a crumb in sight. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, damn. And the family finds it ironic that, you know, Dr. Dre just recently signed a temporary agreement with Nicole Young, which he will be paying her temporarily $2 million in spousal support. Nicole Young originally wanted $2 million a month in spousal support from Dr. Dre. Lord have mercy. When I say she married the top of the mountain, the top of the ladder, like she went supreme high. Like she, you know, she married high. She married successful. For real. Mm-mm.
Okay. She getting $2 million for now, not a month, but still, you know, it could be something fishy, man. Because I think exactly $2 million a month, right? I think it was just a warning to him, like if you don't sign them papers, you know, you might clip your wings. So this is what we can do. Oh, you can't hear her, huh? I'm feeling like they gave him a little warning, we're gonna give you a little aneurysm and see how you feel, And then they went ahead and told him, hey, sign these papers, or you know what's next. Or if not, he signed it the next day after catching the aneurysm, so he's probably not in his right state of mind and all that. Signing papers and she's getting $2 million. At least it's not a month, though.
You guys let me know what you think about this situation, but I was like, damn, there is too much going on. And some people believe that this is all a farce because Dr. Dre had a brain aneurysm and it couldn't be caused by poison. But there are some people that believe that if you accidentally ingest or inhale methanol, you can actually suffer from a brain aneurysm, or if you take too much cocaine, or if you have very, very high blood pressure, or if you ingest any type of poison that can cause you to have high blood pressure, hypertension, and also, stop your blood flow from flowing like it's supposed to throughout your body. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. I was like, damn, it is going down. There is so much speculation going on. But Dr. Dre has agreed to pay Nicole Young $2 million temporarily in spousal support. He has also agreed to pay Nicole Young $500,000 in attorney fees, and he will continue to pay for Nicole Young Malibu pad that she is not paying any living expense at all right now. And also, Dr. Dre is paying for Nicole Young's mother living expense and her location and the pad that she's living in. Like, damn, Dr. Dre is dishing out a whole lot of money. It is coming down to the nitty gritty. What do you guys think about this situation? So, Dr. Dre recently signed this temporary agreement while he was in the hospital on his hospital bed because he says that he wants to focus on his health and getting better. Is that a guilty conscience, or do he just want it to go away? Now, this is a crazy situation because Nicole has been married to Dr. Dre for 24 years. That's a long time. She's been riding shotgun with him, but she has no part in his creativity, his producing, his music. He had to fight through the trendy when it came to Suge Knight, when it came to Ice Cube, Tupac, and also Eminem and 50 Cent too as well, and that treacherous lifestyle and get to the top because he didn't think he was going to make it out. And a lot of people next to Dr. Dre did not make it out. But Nicole Young has two children. I believe that they may be adult children too as well. But she's coming to collect. Pay me now. And it's like Monopoly when it comes to Nicole Young because she's going to take it all. Lord have mercy. When you talk about getting revenge, Nicole Young is getting all the revenge that she wants because she alleged that Dr. Dre has cheated on her with many, many and multiple women. I was just like, Lord,
talk about a woman's
he done messed up now. It is what it is. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation too. But Nicole, she wants her money, and Nicole wants $5 million and attorney fees. Like, damn, allegedly she's an attorney too. So therefore, she got all the right lawyers to get all the money that is going to be accounted, that's going to be documented on paper of what all the fees and charges are going to, because she knows the game, baby. Some people believe this is Dr. Dre's karma for the way that he has treated women, the way he has treated people. So they're saying Dr. Dre is getting what?
You're my favorite granddaughter. Well, I can say that because there's no one else listening.
Oh, hell no, man. These ads got me fucked up.
He deserves. I don't know if he deserves this. This is crazy. Because imagine you creating music, you building an empire, you changing hip hop music, you changing the way people flow, the way that people rap. You're changing how people, do things differently. Producers, when it comes to producing tracks, using symphonies on a track and cutting up music and making music and breaking artists at the same time. That was not her. That was Dr. Dre. That's his intellectual property. That's why he, slaved in the studio for to get to where he's at, and he ain't never gave up, and he kept going regardless if it looked like everybody in the industry was at him. He still came out on top. He made the beats by Dre. He produced beats, and Cole Young is about to take it off. Mm. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. And also, Nicole Young wants Dr. Dre to pay for her security.
Isn't that what they do to our people, though? You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to take the wealth away from them, man. Let's say he does end up getting like half or whatever, If he gets paid a large sum and he ends up dead. They're gonna look for the money, man. They're gonna go for the money. Just like they did Michael Jackson and Prince, you know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot of ways you could look at it. But I think they did drug Dr. Dre because aneurysm, like Nina said, it stays in your brain, until it pops. So his is probably still there. It could cause sudden death. But if you don't understand that, pretty much, I don't know what to say to y'all, man. Because it's like it's a precursor to what could happen to you, So they're saying he got an aneurysm, he's recovering well. What does that mean? We didn't hear from Dr. Dre ourselves, man. We need to hear from Dr. Dre ourselves. Because he sent like a tweet, this and that. Let's continue.
Security costs. Dr. Dre's attorney says that no, he is not paying for your security costs. You better use that out of the temporary $2 million that you are receiving. And let's not forget that Dr. Dre has still been paying $293,000 in temporary spousal support too. So he's been paying. He ain't never stopped paying. Lord have mercy. There's been allegations that she's been trying to get money out of the business that he created, but he was married to her, so therefore she's a part of the business. Whether she put any blood or sweated tears in that situation, she was trying to funnel money out of that situation and got caught up. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. Was Dr. Dre poisoned? Was there magic and voodoo used on him? Like, what do you guys think about the situation? Or he just had eternal issues that came to fruition? So let me know what you think about the situation. But when you hear about Dr. Dre paying, 200, I mean, he's just paying so much money that it's just crazy. And, altogether, it seems like this is a voice is going to cost, Dr. Dre about $200 million. That's allegedly is going to cost him that, but it's going to cost him a whole lot more. But Dr. Dre is in the hospital and he's got to sign this temporary agreement. What do you guys? Let's talk about this situation when it comes to Dr. Dre's daughter, Latanya Young, which is 37 years old, and she has 4 children. She says that she hasn't seen her father since she was 5 years old. And she also says that maybe Nicole Young is part of the reason why she has not seen her father because she remembers one day calling over there to Dr. Dre's house, and Nicole Young answered the phone and said, "Don't call him no more. He ain't your father. You're never going to see him again." And now Latanya Young basically is saying that Nicole Young has something to do with that situation. Lord have mercy. And she also says that Nicole Young won because she never seen her father again. That's really a tragic situation. And also, Latanya tells us that she is looking to get a job at FedEx and to support and take care of her 4 children. Like, damn, your father is a billionaire. You know, he has so much money. He just basically recently just signed a temporary agreement the other day to Nicole Young for $2 million. And you're gonna tell me he can't see his daughter? He can't talk to her? Like he didn't have a college fund set up for her. He didn't have, anything set up for his daughter at all. It's like nothing. Like he didn't have a trust fund set up for her. Nothing. It's just like, damn, will he just forget about Tanya Young like she don't exist, knowing that the hard not life that she had to go through and live through without having a father to guide her and be there for her? I was just like, OMG, this is really a really sad situation. And also, Latanya Young wants Dr. Dre to know his grandchildren because she has 4 children and they don't know their grandfather. And it's just like, damn, Dr. Dre is paying for his wife's living expense, which he should, and paying for her mother's living expense. And damn, his daughter is living in a box house. Like, this is just crazy situation. So some people are saying that Dr. Dre is receiving his karma because he
That can be true though. Now that I look at it, that's some fucked up shit, Dr. Dre. Fix up, big man. Yeah.
and he didn't have to abandon her. And if Dr. Dre didn't want anything to do with Latanya's mother, Lisa Johnson, all he had to do was hire somebody to watch over Latanya Young, basically make sure she has all the things that she needs. She's in a safe environment, that she has money, she has food, she has clothing, she has guidance. And if she wants to be involved in any extra curriculum activities, or she wants to go to a certain school, if Dr. Dre didn't want to be physically involved, he could have hired somebody to monitor his daughter and basically assigned them to his daughter to make sure everything was okay with her and she was not living in poverty. Because if she's looking to get a job at FedEx, she's in poverty, and she didn't go to college. She doesn't have, a degree or anything else like that. But if you look at Dr. Dre's present children that is with Nicole Young, they have everything. They would never have a want or a need. And if they do have a want, it would probably be for their mother and their father to get together or come to a agreement or come to a common place together. But his daughter, Latanya Young, she don't got none of that. None of that at all. Really a sad situation. How can you abandon your daughter, knowing how hard these streets are, knowing how life is, and just not even check up on her, just not even know what's going on with her, just not even giving a damn. And then to have Nicole Young allegedly say this to Dr. Dre's daughter, Latanya Young, like that, to tell her, go away, peace, goodbye, be gone, you're never going to see him again. What a low down, dirty shame.
What does that tell y'all right there, man? It's kind of messed up, right? It just goes to show, man. What goes around comes around. Always got to do the most constructive, positive things. that because, man, she catches up with everybody. So I just gotta keep it real and clear. Yeah, how they feel. Yeah, I already know. It's your boy Mac Mizzle. And that's it, man. Never play yourself, man. But I think Dr. Dre got drugged. And he has some faults. He's a good producer. Really know. I don't know if he's a good dude or not. I don't know unless you gotta see the best music ever in the history of the rap game. So, it's funny that all these stars, the music is the best, the life be so complex. Yeah, that's how it goes. Reach deep into your soul and grab pull out knowledge and artistic side. So it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Through every blessing, a lot of lessons. So anyway, boy, Matt, listen, I'm out this piece. See y'all later. Y'all can see him high in the mother. I'm going to sleep.